great old American games. Games that they don't use computers, games that you can play with people, play by yourself, have a good time without using computers now. These are good old-fashioned games. They're called vintage games. And from the 1950s, 60s, 70s, 80s, those type of games. Today's game that we're going to deal with is called Skittle Bowl. Developed in the 1960s by the Aurora company. Actually, derived from back in the 14, 15, 1600s. We're going to show you a little bit about how to play Skittles or Skittle Bowl today. When you first look at the game, it looks like a little miniature bowling alley. It's got 10 pins. It's got a ball, and the ball is connected to a chain on a pole. You can see that here. The ball is connected to a chain on the pole right here. And the object of this game is just like in bowling. You try to knock down as many pins as you can by the ball going around the chain and knocking the balls down. So what we're going to show you now are a couple of ways that the ball has to travel. Now I'm going to get back here and you'll get to watch the shooting of the Skittles. You must let the ball go behind the back of the alley. This is the alley where the pins are. And you can see the pins are just like little bowling pins, just like this. And they sit up on top. There's little notches and grooves for them to stick into. The ball's on a chain. You must let the ball go behind the back of the lane. It has to go around the outside of the pole and connect with the ball, with the pins from in front of the pole. It cannot go around more than one time, like this and like this, because if it does, that's an illegal shot and you set the pins back up. The object of the game is to knock as many pins down. So it looks something like this. Here's a regular Skittle shot, like this. Boom. And on that shot right there, I knocked down 5 pins. I knocked down the head pin, this, and this. Now I'm going to try to pick up my spare, going around the pole again, out like this, and I picked up my spare. Just like that, you knock down the pins. And that's the way that the game of Skittle Bowl, or Skittles, is played. Now, the one thing that's big time difference in the way that we play Skittle Bowl and regular bowling, in regular bowling, you can look at this, and I'll show you real clear right here. In regular bowling, the ball will not fit through 2 pins. In Skittle Bowl, the ball will fit right through 2 pins. So, you cannot try to split out a spare. You've actually got to hit the ball to make the spares. Like that right there, the pins in a row would be a very difficult spare to make. But remember, the rule is the ball has to be let go behind the back, but in front of the pole it has to make contact. So you can actually swing it out this way and make contact, and there it is, a spare again, once again made. The game of Skittles. One of the rules we have at our household is if you knock the pins down, you set them up for the next player. And it's pretty easy. You set them on the little nubs that are sticking up inside the notches that are made inside the pins, and you're ready to go. The game that we play is a little different than most bowling games. Remember what I told you, the ball fits through the pins. It doesn't make contact with either sometimes. And so we play it like the old-fashioned game of 9-pin or Skittles that they do. And what we do is we give you 3 shots on each turn, and the first person that makes exactly 100 is the winner. If you knock all 10 pins down on the first shot, you get to set them up and take your second shot. If you knock them all down again on the second shot, then you'll get a third shot. So that's how the game is played. The most that you can score in one shot is 30, and of course the least you could get is 0. The object is to get to 100 and to get there exactly, and both players must take the same amount of turns so one person doesn't get cheated. One thing that you can't be when you're playing is very soft on your opening round. You've got to really hit it, and you want to try to hit your head pin on the outside here so that the ball will carry through and knock pins down. It's really, really hard to get a strike in this game. Really, really difficult. However, it's really a good feeling when you do.